In the 2024 presidential election, Donald Trump was helped enormously by the 1830 demographic Gen Z. Shockingly, about 43% of voters in that age group supported Trump, which ultimately pushed him over the finish line back into the White House. By February, just 1 month into his administration, Trump was enjoying a +10 net approval rating among Gen Z. That's a strong number by any standard. Fast forward to today, and the picture looks completely different. Trump no longer has a positive rating with 18 to 29-year-olds instead. He's sitting at a net negative 46% approval with that group. That's not only the largest drop among any demographic this year, it's also the fastest. Yes, Trump is now underwater with every age group, every race, and every demographic you can measure. But no group has turned on him faster or harder than Gen Z. They are done with him. Before we get into why it's worth looking at what helped Trump win them over in the first place, Barron Trump is widely credited with pushing his father to appear on podcasts like Joe Rogan, Theo Von Bent, and Logan Paul, what people often call the manosphere. The goal was to reach young, disaffected Gen Z men. Trump did it, and for a while it worked. But almost in lockstep with Trump's collapse among that age group, many of those same influencers, especially Joe Rogan, started turning on him. They criticized him, called out his ideas, and highlighted how absurd many of his policies are. And once that shift happened, the support started to evaporate. These influencers, whether we like it or not, hold enormous sway over a certain segment of the audience. When they flipped, many of their followers flipped too. Some simply followed along without thinking for themselves. But here's the encouraging part. That's not the whole story. Most of this age group isn't just reacting to what a podcaster says, they're reacting to Trump's actual policies. They don't like what they see. According to the survey, Gen Z strongly disapproves of the administration's aggressive posture toward Venezuela, is deeply concerned about the rising cost of groceries, anxious about mass deportation plans, and frustrated by the lack of transparency around the Jeffrey Epstein files. That matters. It shows they're paying attention. They understand that Trump's policies have driven up costs. They see that his immigration agenda is not only inhumane, but potentially illegal based on recent court rulings, and like much of the country, they want answers about Epstein. If this demographic continues moving away from Trump, and by extension the Republican Party, the outcome of next year midterm elections may already be taking shape. Either these voters stay home, giving Democrats an advantage, or they shift directly to Democrats, giving them an even bigger one. Now, things can change. Politics shifts quickly, sometimes week to week, but if this sentiment holds, next year's midterms will become a massive referendum on Donald Trump and the incumbents aligned with him. And if that happens, Democrats stand to reap the rewards. Scientists recently discovered a new evolutionary trait in puppies. They cannot grow up and reach their full potential unless you subscribe to this channel. Don't do it for me, do it for Atlas and Judge here. Good boys, you did great.